Disney just did something very interesting. Now, I don't know. Listen, if you're still going to Disney World, like if you're going to Disney World and you're complaining about this stuff, I just don't see how you are complaining about this stuff, because you must know. You must know at this point what Disney's capable of. Like, you must know what Disney advocates for. You must know what Disney pushes. You must know. If you go to Disney, I feel like if you don't know this by now, even on the small scale, then something's wrong. I feel like this conversation has gotten so big, it's well past the culture war at this point. There is literal talks about this on mainstream news outlets. So why either, even if you're on the left or the right, it doesn't matter. Like, if you're on the right and you watch Fox News, they're hating on it. If you're on the left and you're watching CNN, they're praising it. Either way, you got to know about this. So I feel like if you're going to Disney and you're complaining about seeing a trans person dressed up as one of the characters in Snow White, I don't know. I really don't know, you know? But let's talk about it anyway. So we got an article here from Fandom Post. It says, woke Disney makes Snow White characters trans at Disney World Park. It's kind of similar to, you guys remember, we talked about this, the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique, that there was a man dressed in a woman's, like, you know, women's clothes, helping little girls find dresses and stuff like that. And I'm not talking about a passing male. I'm talking about a guy who looks like Alyssa Mercante's friend, that kind of dude, right? Like a big bearded dude dressed in a female outfit with makeup on and stuff like that. Well, I mean, if we knew about that, why would this be too shocking, right? Apparently, there is a trans male playing the evil queen. Okay. Now, there's a video here that we can actually play. This one came from WDW Pro. And it says a family has reached out to that park place, claiming that they spent over $300 on a character meet and greet dinner at Walt Disney World, only to discover the evil queen character was almost certainly a biological male. This represents the first time we've heard Disney using blah, 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 whatever. Hold on, let me see what it says. This represents the first time we've heard of Disney using a biological male to play an iconic biological female face character in the parks. So, yeah, it might be the first time they are playing an actual female, like, main character, but this is not the first time a man is playing a female at Disney, right? Like I just said, at the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique, they literally had a male, a big, burly, hairy fucking dude playing a female, dressing up little girls in dresses. Like, that's a thing. You know what I'm saying? So I can't be super shocked. But here's my problem with all of this, and we'll play the video. It's a very short video. It's like 5 seconds. Here's my problem with all of this. A family reached out to that park place claiming that they spent $300 on a character meet and greet. You spent $300 fucking dollars at a character meet and greet. You are funding this terrible fucking company, number one. And again, that's perfectly fine. If you want to do that, that's within your right. Let me be very clear. You can go fund Disney all you want, but you do not have the right to fund Disney and then complain about the ideology that is getting paid by your funding. That is where I disagree. That is where I have a problem. If this family, right, went to Disney and they supported this ideology, hey, that's on them. If they want to do that, that's on them. But you literally paid $300 to a company that fucking hates you. They very clearly hate you because you hate what this stands for. You hate it so much that you sent it to that park place. You sent it. They got bait and switched though. No, I don't agree with that. The reason why I don't agree that they got bait and switched, because if you go to Disney's parks, you must know what Disney stands for. And if you don't know what Disney stands for, then that's something different. Right? Maybe they were ignorant. Maybe they were ignorant, right? But here's my problem. I cannot agree or say in good faith that this family is ignorant to what Disney does because they took the video and they sent it to that park place, which is a culture website that is based around hating or is against this nonsense. So if you know about that park place, then that means you must know about Disney and what they do. There's no way that you follow that park place and you don't know what Disney does. There's no fucking way. So that alone exposes that whole side of the story. You have to know. You have to know. So ultimately, if you knew about that Park Place and you sent this video to them, I honestly don't feel bad for you. You wasted $300 and that's just on the meet and greet. Can you imagine what they spent going to the park? Can you imagine what this family spent going to the park at Disney World? Can you imagine? They spent thousands. I guarantee you they spent thousands. If they stood there for any amount, a couple of days, they spent a couple of thousand easily. Not including a $300 meet and greet. But anyway, it's a 5-second video. I don't know if the volume is going to be high enough. I apologize if it's not. I'll play it right now so you guys can see. But look at those hands, bro. Oh my God, look at those hands. And then on top of that too, I guess this character is lucky that it has a neck piece hiding the Adam's apple.
You are my favorite evil queen. Oh my God.
Also my favorite. We have so much.
You are my favorite.
Oh, that is 100% a dude. That is 100% a dude. Did you hear that? Did you hear that?
Oh my God.
I'm also my favorite. We have so much.
We have so much in common. Oh my God, that seems to be a dude. That seems to be a dude. I don't know for sure. Obviously, you never know. It could just be a highly testosterone female, if you catch my drift. But it seems like a dude, for sure. So it's all about that bass. That's funny. That's funny. It's all about that bass. So this person, Derek, says, I've been a season pass holder to Disneyland for 20 years. It's the main thing we do for recreation. But when our Magic Keys expire this fall, my family of 6, soon to be 7, will not be renewing. Why would it take this to make you not want to renew? There's been so much that's been going on for a while. There's been so much going on for a while already that this is like nothing compared to some of the shit Disney's been doing. That just means that you have your head in the sands. That's the problem, man. A lot of people have their heads in the sand and they want to pretend like things aren't happening around them. They desperately want to make it seem as if nothing bad is happening around them, that it's all just conspiracy theories. None of it's real. All of it's fake. There's a massive roasting session going on Twitter right now, but we cannot cover we cannot cover the same shit all day. But yeah, this is then they try to make it seem. Oh, here's the best part. You guys ready for this? So people who are being disingenuous about the dude playing the evil queen are trying to say, well, men play females forever. Men have played females forever. So here's the problem. Robin Williams playing Miss Doubtfire is not the same, right? And I'll tell you why in a second. Read this paragraph right here. The claim that men often play women or transgenders in a way that isn't malicious is true. Most notably are the comedies of the 90s, such as Mrs. Doubtfire, where Robin Williams played a transgender woman so he can get easier access to his kids. I don't agree with that statement. Robin Williams did not play a transgender woman, right? The whole idea of a transgender woman is a man becoming or trying to become a female socially because they have gender dysphoria. Robin Williams did not, Mrs. Doubtfire didn't have gender dysphoria. Mrs. Doubtfire wasn't trying to go from a man to a woman because he felt like a woman. So he didn't play a transgender woman. He was playing a woman because he thought that was the only way he can get closer to his kids. This is not even a similar comparison. See, the problem is that people take men dressing as women and immediately try to make it into a trans thing. And that's not a trans thing. This situation right here is not a trans thing. He was not trying to play a man trying to become a woman through gender dysphoria. He was trying to get closer to his kids because he had a psychopathic wife that was trying to keep them apart. And he was such a desperate man that he was willing to do anything it took to get closer to his kids and to get to spend time with his kids. How are you twisting the story of Mrs. Doubtfire so much? A great sad story about I don't even know. It's a fucking sad movie because it's a sad reality for a lot of men, and you're trying to twist it into he was playing a transgender woman. Nah, bro. Not even close. Not even close. Luke Garcia says, just like Big Mama's house. Exactly. He didn't play Big Mama. That's not a transgender woman. You're twisting it because exactly, BV. You're twisting it because you've never seen it. Yep, you're right on point. You're right on point. So it just goes to show how people don't have actual knowledge of history. They don't really know what the fuck they're talking about. They're so desperate to make their ideology the forefront of everything. And it just constantly proves what we say about all of them. They are boring to the max. They are boring to the max. They only know one thing, and they will tie everything to that one thing because that's what their entire personality is relying on. Their entire personality is relying on their ideology. It's terrible.